Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Virgo in mid-August 2021. What's going on, Virgo? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. All right, friends, it's almost your time, mid-August. So first, let me say to you guys, happy birthday, Virgo. You are right around the corner. Your season is fast approaching. Whether you are born in late August or in the month of September, whenever your special day is, Virgo, I hope you have an amazing time. If you're celebrating yourself, if you have the time, the money, the energy, the effort, I recommend. I think everybody on this earth should treat their birthday as their personal holiday, no matter their sign. Celebrate you. If nobody else is going to do it, if nobody else is going to make the time, you should do it. It's a way to honor yourself. It's a way to love yourself. It's a way to, appreciate yourself. So if you are splurging, if you are resting, if you are indulging, whatever it is, be safe, but have a good time, okay? All right, guys. So because your season is approaching, a few announcements. Your birthday reading for your season I've redesigned it. So I'm actually doing, experimenting. I'm actually going to do a year-long forecast on your birthday reading or with your birthday reading. So that should premiere on the channel around the 23rd of August. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, I will go live for you guys during your birthday season. So let's open up the calendar and let's take a look at when that's probably going to be. September 11th, Saturday. So at 7 p.m. here on the channel, Eastern Standard Time, I'll go live for you guys. You can come through, relax, chill out, ask your questions of me, of the tarot, and I will answer them for you for free. Again, September 11th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the States. You can be anywhere in the world, of course. If you can make it, come by, and I will gladly do that work for you, okay? Those are the two things that we do special for your birthday season. You'll still have your monthly and mid-monthly readings across August and September, so check your playlists. Make sure you're up on everything, okay? No other announcements, guys. Anything you want, it is already in the description box, so take a look down there, especially if you're interested in purchasing a personal reading with me. Any questions, before you cannot talk, what the hell? Any questions before you purchase, feel free to email me at the same address that is down there, and I'll answer you as soon as I can, all right? All right, guys, let's get into it for Virgo for mid-August 2021. What are the messages for them? Mid-August 2021. This is not me saying it has to happen in mid-August. It's simply a way to catalog the readings and keep track of them. This message could resonate with you from 5 years ago or 2 years from now. Who knows, okay? Let's see what's going on, please. For Virgo, mid-August 2021. Virgo, mid-August 2021. Messages for them at this time. Yes, okay. It took a minute, and to be fair, it took a minute to get this deck. It took a minute to really get into your energy for the meditation, and it just took me a minute, not an actual literal minute, of course, but it took me a while to get the confirmation from my guides that we're ready to go. So there could be something about a delay or things not being clear right now for you guys, okay? Let's see what's going on there. Let's 100%. Kidding, nothing is 100%, but let's get a little bit of a glimpse at what could be going on for some of you guys, okay? Because nothing in life is 100%. Not even a school test. Two of Cups. Hey now. We've seen that a couple times this month, or in this mid-month series. So Two of Cups, something else, and give me at least one more to start Virgo's reading, please. All right, and the Six of Wands. Okay. All right, then. We like that. Ooh, and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so Page of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be dealing with another Earth sign or not at all. Take it with a grain of salt, please. Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Six of Wands. So some of you are, on its face, getting started in a very significant relationship of any type. Does not have to be romantic, but Two of Cups often can be associated with romantic love. It can be familial, it can be platonic, it's all versions of love, all levels of love are present in a tarot reading, right? So for me, Virgo, this is quite auspicious. This feels really positive. It feels refreshing even. This Page of Pentacles, I don't, well, they really want me to say for some of you, this is a younger person. So again, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. This could literally be some of you have a new baby, or you've adopted a child, or you are reconnecting with a younger cousin of yours. You're both in your 30s, but you know, you're 39 and they're, 32, whatever it is. But this energy feels young, or this person feels young. They feel vibrant. They feel literally like a patch of fresh green grass, like unsoiled, which, I suppose. Anyway, no, we're not going to get in that. Anyway, so breath of fresh air is another thing that is coming through here. So it feels like this connection is what you've waited for, what you've wanted, or it's coming at the right time. You and this person reconnecting or connecting for the first time is exactly what you need, because contextually, this deck itself, this Haunted House deck, is made up of a lot of dark cards in terms of like the colors within the illustrations, right? So it feels like this is a bright patch in a very dark time of your life. You may have been struggling with something recently. You may have had a certain loss or two, or one significant loss or something like that, and you just have been kind of down in the dumps, or struggling, or going through some type of adversity. And this person, this connection with a friend, family member, lover, whomever they are, is just like, oh man, you're really setting me at ease, or it has made something worth it, or it's made it worth it to go through everything that I got, that I went through to come to this sweet moment, this incredibly peaceful time alongside another person. It's kind of relieving to you, or it puts things into perspective. Yes. I like this. I'm a little cautious. I feel something niggling in the back of my mind, and literally it's like between my shoulder blades, on my body. But there's something like just behind you, just around the corner, or excuse me, over your shoulder, that feels unwelcoming or disturbing or upsetting. Just like, oh, that thing, or that relationship, or that situation, or that person, whatever it is. It's just like, there's something, quote unquote, lurking that is unpleasant, but your forward motion, your intention, your desire, Six of Wands, your intention, your desire, your strife for success or victory or being in a better place is what's propelling you. It's not that you're necessarily trying to avoid or run away from what was plaguing you or has been difficult for you as of late. It's more of you seek a reprieve, and that desire is going to sort of outshine or somehow eclipse whatever you've been through. Again, it might make it seem worth it, or not all of you are going to come to that decision. Not all of you are going to come to that conclusion, but it is sort of like this, I've gone through some heavy shit, and now I'm going to be rewarded. Six of Wands again, I'm going to be rewarded with something. Now, for some of you, even though Two of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles is here, or Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles, is that what I said? Whatever. It's not going to be a particular person, but it is going to be this feeling of being reset, reborn, in some type of way. Again, for some of you, it's not a new person, it's reconnecting with someone that you've already known. Now, some of you might not know exactly who this person is, because they don't stand out. Like if you see the illustration here, which was in focus a second ago, one second. So she's sitting in what I always perceive to be like a graveyard or some type of eerily dark place, right? And she's surrounded by these animals, but there's just this one source of light, and it comes from her hands. So this isn't a very bombastic figure or a very noticeable person, let's say it that way. They might be very unassuming. They might be very shy, quiet, demure. They might be quite introverted. They don't have to be, But I get the sense of like that's sort of the attraction point, is that this person isn't loud, isn't, overbearing. They don't think too highly of themselves. And if they do, it's in measured proportion, because I think of all the pages, the page of Pentacles is the most logical, is the most pragmatic, is the one that knows their limitations better than the other three. Page of Wands and Page of Swords, they're just like, I'm going to have all the world. I'm going to eat all the cake and not come out with a stomach ache. And this person's like, I'll have a sensible slice. I know I kind of have a thing with sugar. My tolerance for sugar these days is not really good, so I'll just have one slice of cake. Whereas, again, comparing Page of Swords, Page of Wands, I want the whole damn cake. I want every last crumb in my mouth. And Page of Cups is like, I want the cake, but then I also want the pie. Can I have both? So it's like this person has a good head on their shoulders, long and short of it, right? They can be, again, a younger person, a child to you. This could be reconciliation with your adult child. But there's some peace that comes along either with this person or because the pages carry one of their suit. A single pentacle, a single sword, a single wand, a single cup, right? This doesn't have to be a person, but it could be an opportunity. It could be a person inviting you to something, giving you, extending well wishes, or some proposing to you, like, okay, let's be partners in something. Let's be partners in business. Let's be co-chairs on a committee, something like that. And it's not that you're stepping off into a relationship with this person or some long-standing commitment or tied to this person, but they invite you to an environment. They invite you to a situation, to a circumstance that is going to give you peace or give you some type of solace, right? So you head up this committee as co-chair with this person, and through that you make new contacts for your personal business or the startup that you're creating. You get to travel, you get to speak publicly. Maybe this person, and they want a prize and they're sharing it with you. Oh, I got a prize for a cruise. Do you want to go with me? And we barely know each other, or we're just friends, but I don't want to go with any of my other friends, so I'll choose you, Virgo. So it's like that. It's like this. If it's not the person that is the reprieve, that is the connection point, it is the circumstances, is the situation that they invite you into, okay? All right, we got there. Not going to clarify anything. I think that is a pretty straightforward message. If it resonates with you, that's cool. If it doesn't, that's also cool. Don't hang on to it. Let's get more information here for Virgo, please. What else is happening for you guys involving this situation, involving these messages? Give me more on this for Virgo, please. Oh my. Side position. That doesn't feel 100%, but we'll see. This guy, whatever it is. And at least one more, please, for Virgo. All right. 9 of Wands. Side position. Yes, okay. All right, so Knight of Cups in reverse. Yikes. Well, not yikes. 4 of Cups, and then the 9 of Wands. All right. So, a little bit of a curveball, but we'll see. All right, so if this is a potential love match, I think there is I don't see it. Not me. This could be you or the other person saying that. As much as things feel good, as much as there's this, again, like a sigh of relief in this person's presence, there's also this, but they're not exactly my match, they're not exactly my type kind of thing. So there could be a little bit of 4 of Wands, a little bit of frustration, a little bit of, no thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. Because they're not in some way exactly as you envision them to be. Physically, personality, you might not vibe on a spiritual level, in terms of what you believe. You could be a very non-religious person, but this is for lack of a better word, a religious fanatic. And you're just really? like, I like you, but I don't know about all that. Or vice versa, you know. You could be incredibly religious, and this person's like, there is no God. And you're like, you had me until you said that, you know. So this Knight of Cups in reverse, water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I think there is still this attraction. There is this still significant reason for you two to be in each other's atmosphere, to be on each other's path. But you or they might struggle with seeing how it could work long term. If you're already in the situation, this is a hell of a late addition, Spirit. Thank you. For some of you, this is like how you have developed. So everything I was talking about before the bottom three came out, that first tier, that first line of cards, that was like a while ago. That's how you felt. And now things have kind of taken a sour turn. You or they have evolved to be, quote unquote, too different. And I quote it because I don't know what that means. I don't know to what degree too different means. Like, for some people, too different is, you know, you put cucumbers on your salad, and I think that's disgusting. You know, it could be so arbitrary or seemingly trivial, while for other people's, we're too different. You don't value my happiness, and you abuse me. Like, that's a hell of a difference, right? So for some of you, this is now the present. Well, not the present, but this is more the living line of cards. Okay. Now we're going to go back to what I said before. How there was something lurking. There was something that you have been through recently. So it could go this way, Virgo, that this was your past, or this was your most recent connection of significance. Family, friend, lover, you know, whatever it is. And you and that person, sour grapes, sour apples, whatever. There was disgruntled feelings, I suppose, with this Four of Cups and down here, and the Knight being in reverse. It's like love was lost. Love was lost. And you really fought, or they fought, or both of you fought to a certain degree to get through it. But I know I'm going to have to hit the focus. Oh, wait. Damn, I am going to have to hit it. But you see in the background there, at the top of the card, it's like a high wall maze, a high walled in maze. So like you and someone else, or you and the same person, you know, you all know the context. You all know who I'm talking about, but whatever, you get it. There was a lot of running around, a lot of feeling lost in the sauce, a lot of frustration in, I want to get out of this, or I want to be at the end of this, I want to find some resolution, but feeling like your head is spinning, or like you keep turning around in circles. You know, you take 4 lefts, you're right back where you started, yes? So there was, or is, some context, or some relationship, some connection that was not really jiving with you, and you need a reprieve. You desire that very, very strongly. It could be also, yes, okay, interesting. They're giving me like, they keep giving me like this length, and they mean time. So for some of you, it's not one relationship, it's like a continuum of relationships. It's a pattern of relationships that you give it your all, or the other person feels they give it their all, but you come to a stalemate with this person, or you end up, you know, running around in a maze with this person. It could be, you know, again, patterns of behavior in yourself, in the other person, what have you. But this bottom line is incredibly frustrated, or incredibly sullen. It's not happy. It's, oh, interesting. Disingenuous is the word they're giving me. False. Okay. So for some of you, this involves some type of falseness. This involves some type of disingenuousness. On your part, on another person's part, whoever. Several people, again, it could be conditional across time, across several relationships of different types, right? Where the love that was supposed to be given freely came with conditions, came with stipulations, ultimatums, blah, blah, blah. It could be the love was lost, but, you know, for sake of putting in the work, we stick with it. We ride this out, yeah? So that's not for everybody, but for some of you, you have a tendency, or this other person has a tendency to be committed to bad things. Or I shouldn't say bad things. you stay committed longer than you should. That's definitely a Nine of Wands thing that we can read, because in traditional tarot we see the wounded warrior, which is a guy with a bandage on his head. He's leaning on a wand and he looks incredibly exhausted, looks incredibly, worse for wear, right? And one of the contexts there, you could say, oh, this is a person who fights to the last drop, and that can be noble. That can be incredibly noble. That could be very brave, right? But the other side, the other way that you could read that is that someone doesn't know when to quit, will sacrifice themselves needlessly, has no sense of self-preservation, has no sense of, this isn't getting me anywhere. Every time I go into this battlefield, I come out wounded. I come out bruised and battered. I don't want to be bruised and battered, but I continue to go into this battle, or into this war zone, yes? So for some of you, that's a pattern of behavior in you or the other person, or both of you, whatever it is, yes? You stay in the thing, you fight for it, you fight within it, whatever, and then there just is this bitterness and this lack of love, and, look at her, how she's looking away, like she looks really disgruntled, she looks really over it. But there she is, sitting there, being mad about it. And, stewing in this energy of, I'd rather not be here, but I'm here. But I'd rather not be here, but I'm here. So I think for some of you, if not most of you, that is in the past. That's the thing that's, for me, that I was feeling in my back between my shoulder blades. Maybe that's like, some physical symptom of feeling stabbed in the back. Maybe some of you feel betrayed in the past somewhere, right? But this feels good, the top line. This doesn't feel so good, the bottom line. I think it could be the situation could be one and the same, or we could be talking about different connections, different, points in your life, different phases of your life, different stages of your life, all those things, okay? Let's get a card of advice, and then we're going to wrap this up. What is the card of advice for Virgo, please? Card of advice for Virgo. What is the card of advice for Virgo? Please show me. All right, here we go. Okay. They pulled me right back. They're like, hold up. Another way to explain this is jealousy, envy, this feeling. It might not be yours, it might be the other person. I don't know that I touched on that, but let's explore that just quickly. For some, you're moving on, you have something new offered to you, a new opportunity, a new person coming across your path. You desire this, you've kind of demanded it or manifested it a little bit with the Six of Wands. You are due some type of respite, some type of just due, let's say it that way, something like that. And then down here could be the perception of someone that you used to know, right? They feel that you betrayed them, even though maybe they betrayed you. I don't know which way it would go. Each person has their own perception, so I'm able to pick up on both, right? So this could be just two different people having two different experiences, or two different perspectives on things, yes? This could be someone watching you stubbornly, Nine of Wands, again, engaging in something that you don't have to engage in. The Nine of Wands is voluntary. You don't have to put up with it, or you don't have to, go out and get your head thumped every 2 days if you don't want to. You know what I mean? So someone could be stubbornly watching you, still trying to give you some type of affection, or make pleas of, we were good together, we were best friends since 5th grade, blah blah blah, and it's just like, to what avail, to what purpose? Because there's this begrudging energy down here. It's like you see the writing on the wall, but all of a sudden you're illiterate. It's like that. Okay, all right, so back to advice. Let's get that, and then we're done. And one card of advice for Virgo, please, in this situation. Thank you. Three of Pentacles. All right. So for some of you, yeah, okay. For some of you, this was involving a third-party situation. It doesn't have to be romantic or sexual, the third-party situation. Could be friends, could be family, could be interfering energies or situations, okay? But there is this idea that 3 definitely is a crowd. 3 definitely is not, at this time, a workable magic number, okay? I think for you, Virgo, you know, I haven't known many Virgos, no offense, who really like to share all that much. You can be a little possessive, or you can be a little, you know, this is mine, that's yours, and there's nothing wrong with us having separate things, or there's nothing wrong with us, you know, not intertwining as much. And so, you know, I think if you were put in a third-party situation of any type, you certainly were like, no, thank you. I don't want to do that. If you asked someone to be in a third-party situation, or you were injecting that into the situation, the other person may have said, no, thank you. I don't appreciate. As much as this, because in this particular deck, the woman on the ground in the white dress, she doesn't look like she wants it, right? Like 3 of Wands can, or excuse me, 3 of Pentacles can talk about unity, harmony, working together, solid partnerships. And it looks like the guy in the cloak is like, hey, can we help you? Girl in the pink dress is like, yeah, you want some help? And the girl in the white dress is like, no thanks, I don't want to do this. You know, or is very like slow to come around. So there's this feeling for me of 1 or 2 sides going, no thank you. And one person might be quite insistent, but it's like, nah, I don't want to get involved in that. And that could circle back to how I said when the bottom line first came out, that some of you are like, oh, this person and me? I don't know. They're not really my type. I don't like the way they chew their food. I don't like the way they, you know, say my name. There's an accent on that E, you know, whatever. There's something about the potential to come together that you or someone else is just like, I'm not really into it. But would it be beneficial? This is not me saying a third party situation is beneficial. It's more of like I'm really speaking about the woman in the white dress on the card. It's like, okay, you clearly could use some help, or you might be better off in partnership with this person, that person, 2 people. And again, third party doesn't have to be sexual or romantic. We could be talking business. We could be talking family. It could be anything. So there are times where we want to ingratiate ourselves with people, even though we don't feel like we need it, you know? So there's something here about maybe being workable in a position or in the mindset of negotiation, being open to suggestion. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not even necessarily partnering with this person, that person, or anybody. Maybe it's just being open to people's ideas, open to people's suggestions, take on certain proposals. If you are, you know, I haven't sensed this in any particular area of your life, Virgo, but if this was a business thing and, you know, you've been disenchanted where you were and you want to start out on your own, or you want to start up in a new company, whatever it is, well, here are your friends, or here are some people who are in the field or in the know, and they're like giving you advice. Oh, you should incorporate yourself, make sure you get this type of lawyer and this type of accountant. And it's like, I don't want to hear all that. Well, do you want your business to succeed or no? So I think the bottom line, be discerning with any proposal, any potential for you to link up with anyone from your past, from your future, from your present, wherever this person or these people come from. Make sure you have discernment and that you are, quote unquote, available. Okay? Virgo, that's your reading for mid-August. If this reading resonated with you, if you liked it, hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know how it did resonate, and of course subscribe to the channel if you have not done that before. If you want to get at me for a personal, again, check the description box below. I'd be happy to work with you guys, and make sure you come through on September the 11th at 7 p.m. for your live readings. I would appreciate hanging out with you guys, having a good time. You know, Virgos, you're my cousin, you're my zodiac neighbor. I like you guys. So, yeah, so make sure you make time for that if you're free. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care.